You have 3 addresses.
His boy's got a 3-story house.
3 addresses! 3 houses!
Wait, he's got 3 houses? Shut your gob.
No, I've got...
Euan's house is 3 houses. Like, Eleanor was like, I recreate the Florida thing.
Bitch.
The Florida thing?
That's not the one. What's the other America place? California.
LA. California.
LA.
Yeah. Just go and look into his camera and then it suddenly cuts to something else. On his fucking YouTube blogs.
I don't.
And then he comes up to you and goes, Aaron, what do you think of this? And then you just look at him like you're gonna fucking murder him. And then have you not seen that?
Watch the... I'm actually proud of those videos.
It's that look that you give and then you just fucking have to run away because otherwise you're gonna get dicked.
At one point.
He was P3, he was only P3?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Neil.
Poor little Egyptian Neil. Mummified and...
What was that, what actually,
banned.
like, right, before Finley gets here, what actually happened? Like, was he just told to dress up as a mummy?
Genuinely nothing at all happened, but it's absolutely hilarious. That can't be in the vlog, by the way. Nothing at all happened, but it's just hilarious to make shit up.
Oh, wait, so he wasn't even don't. Dixon, you have to join in because I just sound like
Don't it! Don't!
Say something for the camera, Dixon.
Not much of a specimen. Yeah.
No, you're a fine specimen. Let's get a zoom in on that beard.
It's not as good. It's never going to be good as Grant's beard. You know, it's never going to be as good.
Dixon, listen to me. It's not
You grow a beard for yourself as a man, right? You do it as yourself. You do it for yourself, right? There's nothing else.
We warmed that shit up like Steve.
Thank you. Grant, I want some Attenborough right here.
Okay.
What?
No, you're not filming that.
You have to make them go.
I'm filming your Attenborough.
You don't film Attenborough, you film the scenery.
I'm trying to film the scenery, but I'm trying to get good footage. I've got... I know.
As long as it's balanced, it's fine. Stefan, you're pretty shit at this.
What?
No, you've got it.
Oh!
He's gone and done it.
He's done it. He's done it again. He's done it.
So Todd, how does it feel to be leaving school soon?
Bad.
Okay. That's pretty cool. What are you doing next year?
Media and communications.
Do you think it's going to be the same as school? Do you think uni's going to be similar to school?
No, because school doesn't do media and communications.
Yeet!
Let Grant do it with his flip-flops.
Don't slip.
That's not good enough. Go pick it up.
Oh my god.
Okay, so something else I found is, and shout out to anyone who's in L4 with me. This is my Celts book. So what it was that in L4 we as well as playing pirates, we also played Celts, or Celts versus Romans, and we learned all about the Celts, and it's sort of piqued my interest to this day. And well, we had people play. We had like different clans and different houses and different families set up in the class in L4. L4R, I believe. And it's very, I mean, it's absolute nonsense, but it's so fun to look back on it, because here's an example. So we had to do little diaries about our life as a clan, or our life as a household. So if I recall correctly, it would be, there would be an uncle, a father, a mother, and 2 children, a boy and a girl. And so here's an example of a diary. So today morning, arrived at Sacred Growth, I think that's where the druids were, feeling tired. Gavin and me have a rest before praying and leaving. Afternoon, Lilius Lahi, who I believe was Lucas McConaughey, and Kirsty are glad to see me and Gavin, even though I get a slap. Don't know what this says about my home life at that moment in time, but oh well. Then I have to do my chores like ploughing the field or collecting grain. The cow was so grumpy today. Me and Gavin had to do it. Evening, we were late for the hunting party, even though we caught up. We took Lachie with us. We met a band of bears, which is like the World War II Celtic version of a World War II show Band of Brothers. We were left with the biggest bear. Lachie hid behind a tree. I almost got killed. Luckily, Gavin had his axe. He killed the bear. We all returned home at midnight, looking forward to roast bear. We are not taking Lachie hunting again until he's a bit older. Like that, like I went full on when I was writing this stuff. I went full on roleplay with this stuff. Like I even have my characters like background. He's like he's a scout. He has a hatred of Romans. He's getting information about the Romans from his brother, I believe. I even wrote like descriptions of the Cranog saying, and what my character's favourite food was. So I was just like, I love it when she cooks roast boar, and our Cranog is quite old and is falling apart, which gives me more work. So basically, my character in this L4 book was like this really tired old guy with a prejudice against Romans who was stuck in a marriage where he did all the work. So I don't know anymore.
Alright, that's okay?
Yes.
Okay, so obviously you, among other people, are leaving school this year. Are you looking forward to it, would you say?
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, I'm getting quite far away from some interesting people, I'd say. Yourself included. So, I mean, the further away from you that I get, I think the better.
Do you think you're going to regret being this far away from Dundee, or do you think you're going to be happy with being out of the town?
I mean, Dundee does have a really weird smell to it, so I don't think I'll be too uncomfortable wherever I end up. Not to mention, I mean, at the moment, James Cowie's within walking distance of my house, and I'm not sure how comfortable I am with the thought that he could be knocking on my door at night time.
Your girlfriend may see this, by the way, Stephen, just want you to know that.
I'm a god.
Yes, you are. Okay, so...
What do you want to ask me?
Just basically... Alright, so obviously you're in 6th year. Are you looking forward to leaving school?
Cannot wait, yes.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
What would you say is your most impactful memory here?
Impactful memory?
Yeah.
There's been loads, but it's probably got to be Les Mis. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great you being the bishop and, you know, taking me to the lights. that was good fun.
Okay. And finally, do you think you're going to come back here? Do you think you're going to look back on the memories of school fondly, or are you happy to get out of here while you can?
All I can say is it's been like riding a bike, except from the bike's been on fire, the ground's been on fire, and everything's been on fire because it's been in fucking hell.
Get us in focus first.
Hello. Yeah, get your focus.
Are we ready? Are we rolling?
Yes, it's rolling, it's rolling.
Okay.
So, how does it feel to be leaving school, lads?
Hello, welcome to STV News. The weather is
Splendid! We've got some slight overcast. Neil over there.
Neil, come in the interview.
I smell rain.
Come in the interview.
Anyway, Euan, what's your thoughts on the weather?
Pretty shite, to be honest.
Pretty shitty.
It's actually quite nice.
Well, I'll tell you, May has been fantastic.
May, really?
Okay, Sandy. How does it feel to be leaving school in a week?
Very good. I'm very excited for it. I've had quite enough, to be honest.
Okay, that's very interesting. Do you think you've made any lasting memories at school?
I could never forget it, that's for sure. Yeah.
Okay, finally. Alright, obviously a lot of people are going on to uni or taking a year off to do some work.
Yep.
Would you say, do you think you're ready for that? Or do you think
so ready, I can't wait.
Okay, I've got it.
Great.
Hello and welcome to Euan TV with Iona Fraser, Lewis, James.
Give me some questions.
Yeah, ask us some questions.
Alright, how does it feel to be leaving school?
Shit! Fuck!
Watch this! Okay, so how's it feel to be leaving school soon?
Fabulous. Good. I am bloody excited.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll cry when it actually counts, but right now, no. I'm happy. Don't cry, that's what
Do you think you've made any lasting memories in school, or are you going to try and like change things?
I'm trying to forget as much as I can.
Yeah, boy! Okay, and
you drunk, Ellie?
I am drunk.
Ellie's off her fucking face. Ellie's like, she's lost the plot. Honestly, she doesn't know what's up and what's down. Hashtag vlog! Hashtag vlogging! Vlog!
So basically right now, oh god, my hair's a mess. I am walking to the Cured Hall for ice skating rehearsals because the teachers told us the wrong time and I'm actually an hour late. So, fun!
Euan Foulis, Oran McNair, Ellie Wyatt, and Luke Wyatt.
Have a box!
Stefan! Woo! Stefan, don't you want your box?
I'm taking the box!
Actually go like that.
James, let me get a photo. James, let's get a photo.
It's weird.
It's the glasses that do it.
Let's go.
Votes? No.
No, they were voting for me.
Yeah.
You look good in it.
I get 6 votes because I'm the owner. You get 5.
But they voted for me to wear it.
You get 1 each.
Oh, you get 6 votes.
You get 1 each,
right.
and I get 6.
You
Personal vote. I said no.
You're as corrupt as John Halliday.
Why?
Yeah,
No one's as corrupt as John Halliday.
Why? Why? Symbolism? No.
Are you ready, Aye, Captain! I can't hear you! Aye, Captain! Oh! Who leads the caravan in the country? Duncan Magus! Shipman's most indigenous head! Duncan Magus! Malcolm Melanie, sensical Kate! Duncan Magus! Duncan Magus! Duncan Magus! Duncan Magus! Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pulled the trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, and now I'm running through it all away. Bum, 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 bum. Mama, the wind blows. I don't wanna die. Sometimes I wish I'd never been born. Carry on, carry on. Until nothing really matters. Bum, 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 bum. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
We're all good.
Mess anyway. Right, let's do this.
All good for the
So, what do you think of the proceedings so far?
You've not had enough to drink. You're in what? 4 spaces back. I want in.
What was the question?
Okay, I'll get a photo actually.
I don't know either.
Where is Sasha?
And then you can get that one. You can get that one. No, go back.
All of us. All of us.
Okay, smile.
Get Claire. Stefan, I need you.
Got it. Looking fab, my friend.
Happy, sentimental, and Nostalgic.
Do you feel sad at all?
Sort of. Like that comes in nostalgia though, doesn't it? Because nostalgia is a feeling, like sort of a memory sort of feeling. But it's also sad because you're remembering all these good times and you're not in the good times anymore. So you're remembering them. So it's sort of nostalgia, it's sort of sad. But it's not so sad, you know? It's also happy.
Okay. If you all do me a favor, please stand up. Everyone stand up. Everyone on the seat. Now take a step to the left. Step to the right. Sit back down. Now Mum always said if I can move the crowd, I would do a really great speech. So I'd like to start off by commending the senior management on their bravery and potential stupidity for having me address the speech to you all, knowing my reputation. With that in mind, Miss Watson has promised me a whopping sucker punch if I overstep the mark to wrestle the microphone off of me, so well done to her. Anyhow. I feel for my closing speech, it would be best to share with you some of my memories from the short time I've been here at the High. We'll go back to the start, my first day. But to put it into context, I came from a small school called Euan School. Okay, now Euan is situated in the sprawling woodland of a small fishing village called Johnshaven. Now, Euan has an average class size of -4. There are actually more teachers than pupils. Anyway, I remember on my first day at Euan, I recall crossing the gaze of a young roe deer cantering the walled gardens. And on the contrary, on my induction day at HSD, I less fondly remember desperately avoiding the eye contact of a young alcoholic as he was dragged into the back of a police van. But look how far Marcus has come from that. As you can imagine, my first day here was hectic and I was very, very nervous. But I do remember the year group rejoicing in laughter as we watched a seagull decorate Sean's shirt and blazer. He says, Another antic I recall around the festive period was Goose thinking it was acceptable to scribe "for sale" into the common room window because it was done in little snow glitter spray. We all had massive plans for the common room. Was simply commended. Pool tables, beanbags and sound systems were all on the shopping list. Instead, we were gifted with the frequent sight of a certain young lady throwing up and missing the bin, trying to nurse her. It's fair to say we've stressed the patience and ability of the cleaners throughout the year until the sofas were deemed too toxic for commercial usage. Anyway, we're all here tonight because all of the people that made it happen. So a massive thanks to Goose for Goose and Hannah for putting towards the party games, all the ladies in the finance office for doing the logistics, and the ball committee. We put on a great show, and I hope we can all come together to celebrate our closing days at the High in great fashion. So you all please fill up your juice cups and raise a glass. Take time. Just chop it. My last word first is to Cameron, because we're about to watch a video that he's done on this Todd. Anyway, please everyone enjoy your night. How much harder?
So I was going to ask you, so when we last talked, you basically said that you were looking forward to leaving school.
Yeah.
Understandably.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering, has today with the Leavers Party and all this show and memories, has that changed your mind? Do you think you'll miss some of the aspects of school now?
None of it's all been shit.
Hey Van, so I was just going to ask you, are you sad about leaving school, I suppose?
In a way, because obviously you make lots of friends at school, you have so many memorable experiences, but also it's quite exciting to be able to move on to new experiences beyond school, so a bit of a mixed feeling. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think school has like impacted you? Okay. Do you think school has impacted you and as your growth as a person?
I think so, and I hope so. Obviously, it enriches you academically, but also enriches you as a person in meeting new friends and sharing memories with them. So I definitely think it's a defining moment in anybody's life.
Okay, and final question: do you think what's happened today with all the with Leavers, obviously, the video montage of everything that's happened at school versus speech, the fact there's a big ceremony, do you think has that made you sad about leaving school? Has that affected you emotionally at all, or do you still believe that basically it's just fine to leave school, but you're going to remember what's happened here?
Well, no, I think it does definitely make you more sad because it brings back the memories and all the good times you've had at school. So it's important to be able to remember them, but also not sort of be stuck there, if that makes sense, and be able to grow as a person from those memories as opposed to letting them keep you down and keep you behind in school. So it's about viewing those memories in a positive light and getting the most from them as a person.
Okay, final question. How much have you drunk?
No comment.
Okay.
So, Lucas, it's 4:30 in the morning.
Hello.
How do you feel?
I'm hyped for Mackie Days.
Okay. James, it's 4:30 in the morning. How do you feel?
Well,
I feel like it's unbelievably
I'm
not 4:30.
annoyingly, I'm at a
hate
perfect
you.
state of drunkenness. I don't know how I got here. So it's not something I can repeat. Well, I think it started with vodka and then it went to whatever they gave us.
So vodka,
Bud, Pinot, then some
wine. There's Gregor Vagg with the constant refills.
Yeah, the marzipan stuff.
Just so I know.
Another beer, no, it's Coronas at Hannah's. Then Bud as we walked in,
Yes.
and then the wine, and then we got back and I had sewers.
Grain, like.
Yeah, I mixed so much grape and oh, I had some whiskey as well. But it's just it's just random.
Does it look like I've been drinking for like 12 hours straight? Because it bloody well feels like it.
Don't worry, your dad will never see this.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I've never.
This
is a terrible.
Sandy, if you want any context, this for me, I feel like the morning after the drinking spree at James's earlier this year, but less suicidal. So like, I feel equally hungover, if that makes you feel any better.
Good.
No, but I'm glad you're less suicidal.
Yay.
One of my
Positives to take out of this situation. I'm not spinning, I'll tell you that. I'm no spinning round like.
Oh my penis. Your penis? No, you know when you get like when you drop your balls, you know, like zoom down.
The 5 AM McDonald's.
I've never
I would actually agree.
I see the concept of clubbing and go.
Okay, let's do this.
I still want to go in a
I
club.
would love the concept of going like out, but the actual action of doing it is just.
Yeah.
Clubbing's actually quite nice.
When you're going out at 11 o'clock. If there's an entire club of people I know, yeah, but randoms don't want to do a fuck.
Like clubbing only works if you're out with like at least 2 people you know, I'd say. And like you get on well with.
Club expert. Yeah, I can't believe.
honestly, Euan's been clubbing more times than
Yeah, no,
me.
I can't believe at this table Euan is the one that's been out clubbing like infinitely more than all of us. Nothing. I mean, Whip doesn't count. It's like one club, it is basically just a room.
Baby. Are you going to class?
Yes.
Hopefully, if I get a B in higher English.
There's actually so many people going to class.
It's like 50% of the year, I'm pretty sure. I'm getting a photo.
James, I have your coat on. Huh? Take this. Do we have...
I'm still mad.
I've given all these features.
Yeah, it is.
That's Sophie Stubbs. I didn't know. Is that Sophie Stubbs?
Yeah, she joined a P4.
You were the narrators, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you and Sophie were. That's why you've got. Well, you had microphones. Were you not interviewing sports people?
Oh yeah, we were. And Aaron was. Oh my gosh.
Chris
Hoy. Chris Hoy.
You're right. And I think maybe she was being Rebecca Adlington, perhaps. Hannah was perhaps being Rebecca Adlington.
Hilarious. Look at Rory. Oh, it's so cute.
Logan. So you had,
I used to think that was like my star portrait. I used to think that would be like my star portrait. I used to think that.
Yes, look how big your head is compared to Sophie's.
Oh no.
Sophie's got a tiny head though.
Yeah.
What's that? What's that down there?
It's just hard to believe that it is.
We'll fight till it's over, so hands up like the ceiling can hold us. Like the ceiling can hold us.
messages I've gotten from my teachers and other people in my yearbook, and it's stuff like Euan, all the very best now and in the future from Ms. Cardinal, who's my L5 teacher, and best director I've ever had from David Bruce, who I worked with on a directing, who I worked with on A Midsummer Night's Dream. All the best in the future. Oh, and here's one from Mr. Petrie. History does rock, particularly Black Death, which was what a performance. Wishing you all the best for the future. And then there's just some really long stuff that I'm not going to read out to you because it's personal, but it's odd. It's really odd, like, and they've also put these stars, like, the ones you used to get in L1 and up until L7. And it's just really odd just thinking about a lot of the notes and stuff in this will have been from years ago. A lot of people saying this have known me for years. Some have known me for longer than a decade. And I'm just going. It's odd.
So Hayden, how's it feel for it to finally be, well, prize giving? Last day of school, ever?
Nah. Couldn't really care. Just feeling different.
So today's finally leavers. How are you feeling?
Terrible. It's gonna be. I'm gonna miss you so much, Euan.
Thank you. Hugs.
To understand my ups and downs, and there in the world, sweet love and devotion, to win such my emotion. I'm a son. Thank you, baby. I just want some. Thank you, baby. Yes, I do. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Assisted by Stanley and Jennifer Cool. And then they replaced by Griff Harrod, Jamie Speed, captains, and Sir Jackie Boyd, and Heidi Sampson as vice captains.
Are you mad?
How are you feeling?
I feel heartless. I've been here for 13 years and I'm not crying.
I know, me too. It's so odd.
I didn't know you were in the video. That was great. Well done. Congrats.
How are you doing?
Cool. Yeah. You're going to the thing in Trinity?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You're welcome.
How are you feeling, Oren?
I am feeling wet.
We were saying, oh, Admiral Todd, Callum Todd,
Of
John Todd.
You don't get any
That we basically just said the names of the Todd family.
Guys, so how are you feeling?
Good. Sad, but good.
Okay.
Very sad.
Sum up. Could you sum up this year in 3 words?
I actually can't. I don't know. It's very. You're making me sad, Euan. Stop.
Okay,
Stop, Euan. Stop.
So how are you feeling, Todd?
Very sad.
If you don't want to answer this, it's fine, but can you sum up this year or year group in 3 words?
Amazing! Amazing!
It's okay.
Sad, very sad.
I'm nearly off again.
Todd, could you take a picture, please?
Hey, it's okay. It's okay, hey mate. It's okay.
Stop touching me, it draws attention!
Hey, if there's any consolation, Marcus.
That's recording you. That's recording, oh no!
Video, press stop!
The funny thing about school is the way it affects everyone who goes through it, even on a subconscious level. A lot of the people I filmed today started out not really caring about leaving school. Started out seeing it as just another step along the world. There you go. But so many of them were hugging people and in tears as we all left the Cures Hall today. And that is because everyone I know, myself included, wouldn't be who they are today without school. No matter how many issues they may have with the teaching staff or how the school is run, I certainly do. The fact of the matter is that everyone we have known has helped us become young adults, and their actions and their kindness and their humanity have always helped people and will continue to impact everyone I know's lives for so long into the future. School is fascinating because when you leave, you still think of yourself as a kid, you still think of yourself as a young child, a young bouncy person, still at the forefront of their life. And in many ways you are, but you have developed in ways that you do not know yet, and ways that will continue to impact you. And the thing about school is the fact that so many people I've known have helped me develop. When I started this school in 2004, when I was 5 years old, I was even worse than I am now. I had full-on ADHD, I was hyper, and I was mental. But as I matured and as I developed relationships and friendships, I learned to adapt. And I learned about people and how to work with people, and I became a far, far better person. And I was helped on 2 fronts by both my friends and by the staff at the school, which is something I cannot credit them enough for, no matter how many issues I might have with some ways the school is run. So, I don't really have much else to say, because I'll start repeating myself. But I will say this much. From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to say to this teaching staff of Dundee High School, thank you so much for helping me become the person I am today. And finally, to every single person I have encountered inside and outside of school who I have met, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being patient and understanding with me and helping me become who I am today. Thank you for laughing with me in the light periods and holding my hand in the dark periods. From the bottom of my heart, I love each and every one of you. I suppose all that's left to say really is not goodbye, because I know that I will see all of you again in one way or another. We're immensely talented here, and even if we don't see each other face to face, I guarantee that about half of you are going to be seen on a TV screen somewhere, making a new medical breakthrough, or winning an Oscar for Best Actor. So instead, I'm just going to say, see you next time. And I'll see you in the next video.